Yo, what's good? What's great? It was great. This is Mr. Magnificent, Mr. 17,000 block, fourth quarter, crunch time, deep sea drill diver. Yes, I said that. And right now, you tuned in to Dirty Glove Bastard, the #1 website in the motherfucking country, nigga.
Trapping it up with a whole 100 round. Stacking it up, ain't no fucking around. We get that growth, ain't no fucking around.
What the studio sessions was like when Zay and Usher was working on this collab album, man? Like, tell me about that.
The Usher and Zay album, well, let me say, it's always the same, even with like Future and Zay album. We just did the Beast Mode 2. Big shout out to Future, big shout out to Free Bands. With Usher, Usher's different, man. Usher is kind of like Michael Jackson and shit. I've been around a lot of artists, and one thing I could say is niggas like Usher levitate. Like, them niggas is like, they don't walk. They walk, but it seems like they don't walk. It's like, you can be next to Usher, and he can go in the next room, and you be like, where the fuck did Usher go? And the nigga end up right behind you. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like magic, you know what I mean? Him, every artist that I've seen, it's only him, Kanye West, and Future move like that. Like, them niggas move totally different. You know what I mean? Like, just like they move quiet and silent in the fucking room. But far as in making the album, it was a beautiful experience for me to be there. Shout out to Mark Pitts. Mark Pitts was the guy that did Biggie albums and Diddy them from back in the days. He's a real OG. You pull him up, Mark Pitts. So him being in the studio, Zay always step up to the plate. One thing about Zay, in this particular album right here, my little brother stepped totally to the plate. He had 3 rooms working at one time. We did the A album in a week. So he had 3 studios going. He make a beat in this studio, go and make a beat in this studio. While he just made a beat in that studio, the writers is in there recording some records on that one, so he's working that one. Then he go to the next room and start making a beat over there, and he got new writers that's in room 2. Now he's in room 3 making a beat. And that was just the process, man. 3 rooms working at a time, multiple writers, and Zay doing all of the beats, stepping up to the plate, going crazy. And they recorded the records, and they was cool. You know what I mean? All the records was cool. But when Usher came in there and did the records, it was like, oh my God, like this guy fucking killed it. Like this guy, like he did something else to it. Even my favorite is like, Treat a Gucci Store Like a Gift Shop. That record was incredible, just seeing him record that record. And then us calling Gunna. I believe Gunna was like in LA at the time. And Usher was like, yo, we need to put somebody on the record. And he was thinking about this guy, I ain't gonna say no names. And then Zay was like, yo, we need somebody young, we need somebody fresh. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna call Gunna, and when I get back to the A, you know, I'm gonna put him on it. But when he called Gunna, and Gunna was like, I'm in LA right now. So he was like, yo, pull up. You know what I mean? And Gunna pulled up, he heard the record. Record was amazing. He went in there, did the vocals in 30 minutes. And the whole room, when I tell you, the whole room was like jumping, head could have touched the ceiling, because everybody was going crazy. We knew that was gonna be a big record.
That's crazy. How'd y'all get Future involved in the album?
I might get in trouble for this, I don't know. But Future actually wrote that whole record. That was actually a record that Future had. And Future wrote the whole record, and he let Zay hear it, he let Usher hear it. Usher was like, I'm in love with it. I'm gonna sing it just like Future did. And then Future left his second verse on it. A lot of people don't know Future is he is a prolific writer, man. Like his approach going in the studio is something like I've never seen before in my life. So yeah, he did that whole record. The record was pretty much done. Usher came in and re-sung it, you know what I mean, and left Future on that verse. But that was like a Future record. Yeah.
Now, no, we seen the rumor pictures going around with Kanye and Zay in the studio. Can we expect Zay on Kanye's new Yandhi album?
You know what? We don't know when dealing with Kanye. Kanye is a different dude, man. Just being in the studio with Ye, again, he's a gravitating nigga. Like he's real spontaneous. I'll tell you one quick story about their approach to recording, because I as an artist, I watch how people record. And Kanye, the way that Kanye records his records is really, really unique. Sitting in the studio with him and Chance the Rapper and Zay, their approach was Kanye would go upstairs and make multiple samples of what they call, I believe, cuts or something. They call them something else, but it'd just be samples. and they would send him down to Zay, and Zay would listen to him, and he would start creating music around the sample. And then they had like this white dude that was an engineer. That's shout out to him. Whatever, I forget his name. Real good dude. He's almost like an oracle. Like he takes certain pieces, splice, almost like Seth, a New York Seth. Big shout out to Seth, R.I.P. Seth, future engineer. But they take certain pieces out of the music and create a whole nother song. It's really weird, their approach on making the beat. That's how it happens. You got Ye with the slices or cuts. He brings them down to Zay. Zay make a beat around those slices, and then you get the engineer that comes in and make a whole nother beat based upon these slices and Zay's music. And then you have Kanye come down and really be excited in the room, like everybody listen to the beat, maybe an hour straight and sipping a little liquor or whatever, and they just go to vibing. And when the vibe is at its all-time peak of the room, is when you might see Kanye grab a regular microphone and just start rapping and like going fucking crazy on the mic. And he does that, and then he goes back and put the words with it. You know what I mean? Or put the right lingo with it. And that's what I've been trying to teach artists is like, if an artist today is still writing their music, trying to figure out the best rhyme or verse, this and that, you're killing yourself. You know what I mean? Because some of the best artists is doing music now from emotion. It's not a writing thing where, oh, I gotta say the hardest stuff. It's an emotion that gotta come out. And that's what it's all about. And me seeing that with Kanye, seeing that with Gucci Mane, seeing that with Future, seeing all of the, even Migos, you know, all of these top guys, nobody writes. You know what I mean? It's all about an emotion that's coming about. But yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, I hope we make Ye album. We was out there for Chance album. And it started off as, you know, him working with Chance, but then Ye came in, wanted to be a part of it, so we'll see what happens.
That's great. All right, Mr. Al Nuke, thank you for coming in, stopping with Dirty Glove Bachelor.
Definitely. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all go watch the movie Birds of a Feather Part 2. Be out Halloween, feature myself, Zaytoven, Cash Dow, Trouble, Juice Man, Young Ralph, a gang of people in the movie, man. Make sure y'all check it out. Amazon Prime, Detroit for life.
Yeah, young rich nigga, fucking bad bitch, that's all I know. That's all I know. It's sad to say that.